Welcome back, guys. So we did not do the Sancho SBC at first because it was just too costly for me. But now with the top transfers event, I find this one maybe worth the coins. I mean, we can consider even as Sancho as free, but for the coins and for the skill boosts that we get, I think we can actually just do the SBCs and it would be like Sancho is free. Because there is already like 1.5, okay, 3.5 million coins, and there is 3,700 skill boost as well. I did the first one for 200 skill boost. That's just super easy, throwing a few gold cards. Second one onwards I'm going to do on video. I will just complete the ones and then show on the video so that it'll be easier. This SBC, for example, this has a lot of requirements. First of all, we need 11 players. They have to be from exactly four nations. Exactly four nations means you cannot have if you make a team of only three nations, that's not enough. If you make one more, five or more, again that's not exactly, means exactly, like you need four. And again, it says, basically says four by four nations, and you need three Premier League players, three League One players, three La Liga players, and a couple of MLS players. So my way of doing this one was, if you compare Premier League, League One, and La Liga, there are a lot of French and Spanish players. So I only bought the cheapest ones I could find among the gold cards. You can see a lot of 77 rated cards from both Premier League and La Liga, and of course the Ligue 1 as well. Ligue 1 French players are very easy to find, and even Premier League I got some French players and Spanish players as well. And again La Liga, very easy to get Spanish players. And for MLS is the difficult one, so I gave the rest of the two nations for MLS the 76 rated card, and the that I have put at LB position, and the one at LM position at Acosta. Those couple of guys I took from MLS, and they are both from different nations. And to get the overall all right, I bought Paco Alcazar as well. It may look like I'm wasting a 78, but that 78 is someone you can snipe at 120k. And if you want a 78 rated or 79 rated MLS player, that would cost almost as much as what it would cost to get Paco. So guys, always the key again is always try to do it with as little wasting as little coins as possible. This one I believe this should be a profit, even if it's only 500k coins. And this one was fairly expensive at the time the Sancho SBCs came out, because everybody was buying the base cards and the price were just through the roof. And now the prices have come down, and it's a good time to these SBCs. Basically, this one you need 5 leagues, 11 plays, 81 overall. So what I did was just to first concentrate on one league. I bought about 5 Bundesliga players, then a couple of players from La Liga, and a couple of players from the Chinese league as well. So that's like 3 leagues. I got like 9 players, then a couple of players from some unknown leagues I got. Basically, just buy the cheapest ones, and then once you reach 5 leagues, then search for players from only those 5 leagues. Again, this one is a fairly easy one. When the SBC is like Sancho, which doesn't have a time bound or a time limit, it is smart to wait a bit, because when it just comes out, everybody wants to do it as soon as possible, and that just drives the prices up so much. I wish I could get some holding boost. Among all the boosts I use, I have enough to train everything to level 15, except holding boost, which is one of the end game boosts. But yeah, again, Last about 3 or 4 packs, I haven't got any holding boost at all. This one, the requirements are having 11 players from 11 different nations, 11 different teams, and 7 of those players should be in position. The cheapest way, of course, would be sniping some of these top transfers players. That's why I got the goalkeeper, and then I got the one striker, the right midfielder, and of course another striker in Braithwaite. Those four could be in position. I haven't put some in position just because. Okay, I will actually show them in position. That way, it is easier for you guys to plan, I think. Okay, which means I will just have to remove someone from position now. Okay, yeah, now it's 7 exactly players in position. So you can see that goalkeeper, a couple of strikers, and the right midfielder from top transfers are very easy and cheap to snipe. And the left midfielder from St. Patrick's Day again, for an 88 overall, he can be sniped at 150k or 180k. That would be really good. And Brooks again, he was practically free for every player that plays this game. So again, pretty cheap as well. Then I had one of those Chinese players from, I mean, that 82 rated striker. I had him in my bench. He was like back in the day, he was like 15k. I mean, that was before the SBCs, of course. But yeah, you don't have to exactly use him. If you use these 5 players, these 5 are in position: Vermeer, Paco, Braithwaite, Bowen, and Hayes. Then all you have to do is to just fill in the rest for 6 positions with easier cards. You can even throw in some cheaper cards. You can see I even used a 76 and a couple of 78s that are like super cheap. Of course, guys, like I said, try to do it as cheap as possible. And this one, if you do the way I'm telling you to do, then it won't cost you 1 million coins. This, out of this 1 million coins, you would have a small profit if you are willing to put in some time and snipe these cards. And guys, this is the only right way to do the squad building challenges. This one is a bit more expensive because you need an 86 rated team. The criterias are, however, pretty easy. You cannot have any base players. Of course, base players are actually costlier than the event players, so I'm not going to use base players anyway. Maximum 2 players from same nation, then maximum 2 players from the same team. Again, it was a very easy one. All I did was to throw in some of those cheap top transfers players like Vermeer, Paco, Braithwaite, Bowen, and then those 3 of those 88 rated players from St. Patrick's Day as well. You can notice that I'm using mostly the same players in every SBC because those are the ones right now that we can snipe the cheapest. And of course, I threw in a couple of those. I trained up that 78 rated left wing back to 80 because he was like, when I bought him, when I sniped him, he was around 7k, 10k. That was just too cheap, so I bought a few of him. Of course, to be used in future SBCs as well. Then the 79 rated CB as well. A couple of those cards help bring down the price a bit. Again, a fairly easy one. And so, like I was saying, if you had done this same SBC, the Sancho SBC, when it came out, it would have cost people 15 million or 20 million. But if you're doing it now, I'm sure that you would understand that it's worth waiting for sometimes. And some useful skill boost: 60-second striker, 80 attacking, 40 counter. But again, the one I'm desperately looking for, this holding boost, that I'm not getting at all. This is where it gets kind of expensive and tricky as well because you have to choose exactly 2 teams. I chose City and Napoli because They have some of those high rated base cards as well, and some of the cheaper event cards as well. And if you wait for next week, there's another Napoli master coming in this top transfers event. So again, he would be somewhat cheap. If you want to, if you do next week, this could be even cheaper. But yeah, I'm just going to do this one now. And we get 2 million coins. This one is a bit of a loss, but once we finish these, we get that amazing Sancho card. So I take that loss in this particular SBC with happiness. This last one is kind of a coin sink. I mean, you need 11 master players, and right now the price of the master players are gone up a bit. I had some from before, like the 93 rated star pass player, and of course I bought some of these cheaper masters right now available in as you can see, about four of those masters from the current event, actually five from the current event, and that 89 rated Caldara from the current event is also pretty cheap for an 89 rated, so I trained him up to 90. And then since the 92 rated Suzo was pretty cheap for a master player, of course, so I searched for other players in his from his squad, because we need to limit it to five nations and six teams. So from the same nation as Suzo, from the same team as Suzo, I managed to find Vasquez, Piatti, and Gomez, who is from the same team as Ilicic. So you have to connect these, get multiple players in the same team. Again, Perez, Pellegrini, Manzini from Roma. Manzini is an 88 rated card. I had to train up to 90. Again, if you wait for probably the Bundesliga rivals players to become auctionable, there's a very good chance that you might be able to do this one even cheaper, because you'd find say some German players. There's already Demme, the Napoli CDM, who is German. I'm using him in to submit in this one. And instead of maybe training up Mancini and all, you could probably get a couple of players from that Bundesliga rivalries, which would be easier. But I need the skill boost right now, because I'm hoping. I'm not sure if I will be able to do it, but I'm hoping to try to get the top 250 in the West Attack leaderboard. So I need the skill boosts for that. Sorry about the lack of continuity there, guys. I got a server connection issue and I could not even see what skill boost I got, but I went to my skill boost tab and I got zero holding boost out of this 3700 boost. So there's that. But yeah, finally we managed to complete that Sancho. This card, man, this looks like a prime icon. This is just too good. That finishing, short power, acceleration, sprint speed, short passing, dribbling. This is just a perfect card, guys. And special trait of finesse, shots, flare, outside foot shot, rainbow skill move as well, which I prefer a lot. So yeah, an end game card, guys. Definitely the best left mid card in the game, and definitely worth getting. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye. Have fun.